world? Elbows inflamed. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this Mighty Mouse situation a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit of clout chasing right now. So the bottom line is this. Mighty Mouse should not be doing any more events in LA where he's actually going to be there, or any guns down, glove up movement stuff out here in LA, because because of the situation where he's going around lying about the age. He caught that charge, and just the arrogance behind his explaining of it, not really explaining it, not denying it, just all those things rolling together to really make him look like he really is a child sex predator. And not only a child sex predator, but I'm not going to speak too much on it, but apparently there are a couple of women that spoke out to, or at least one woman, from what I understand, that reached out to Real Life No Gimmicks and talked about certain situations in regards to that. Bree Perez and Sarah Bonneville. Apparently there were some strong Mighty Mouse supporters. They met up with him. Something happened. Boom, they stopped supporting him. And it's just really sad, because now we're not just talking about the children. We're just talking about a sex predator in general going around possibly doing things to women in general, allegedly. He's gonna have to answer for that, at some point in time. But as of right now, I have reached out to multiple people I know. Sorry about that, y'all. Much admiration and encouragement always. So proud of you, man. Appreciate that, Jerry. Well, what's up, Big Mike TV? So, sorry about that, guys. I had to handle some shit on a phone call. But anyway, I basically reached out to some people, basically that are involved with, some of the gangs here in LA. And, especially somebody who's involved in gang intervention, and somebody you would really want to reach out to, someone you would really want to have a connection with, a relationship with, if you're really trying to push that guns down, gloves up movement here in Los Angeles. Because these people, they deal with many different gangs. They're OGs from a particular gang, but they deal with other gangs. And so I'm putting the word out there, basically, that he has this on his paperwork. And he's not gonna get any movement going here in LA, because word gonna spread fast. I mean, he'll probably be able to come to LA and kick it and all that stuff, and do what he wants to do, whatever touristy type shit. But like, as far as trying to put fights together, and at this park and that, at a park, no less, where kids go, no, it's not going down. I mean, if he tries it, I'm pretty sure people are going to find out, and it's not going to be a good look. There's not going to be any issues caused, right? There's not going to be any violence, especially at a park. No, not at the parks that he likes to go to, like Fox Hills and Culver City, very safe neighborhood. Polywog Park in Manhattan Beach, very safe neighborhood. Like, there wouldn't be any issues caused there, but damn sure somebody will show up and let people know this guy's a registered sex offender, that type of shit. But he's definitely not going to have any, he's not going to have an end with any of the gangs in LA. Just because, like I said, the lies, the arrogance, what I'm saying, thinking everything is all good, thinking that, I'm going to win an MMA fight and they'll shut people up. That's not how it works, man. This is not about putting on the gloves to solve beef. You understand what I'm saying? You are a registered sex offender. This is not what that's about. What's up, Lawrence Rittenell? This is not about throwing on the gloves and we square up and then, or throwing put on some shin guards. No, that's not what this is about. This is about you going around the country lying about your past, acting like, it's the past, so you guys should get over it. No, you don't get over carnal knowledge of a 12 or 13, 14-year-old. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you guys know that it just has to happen. right? I have to do the reaching out to people to make sure that yeah, make sure he doesn't have any movement here in LA. Like the guns down, glove up movement, that's a beautiful movement that should be done because it'll help in solving beefs. It'll help get people's frustration out. I know when I fight train, it makes me, I feel a lot better. Like if I'm frustrated or stressed out about something, I go in, I do some fight training, and boom, I feel a lot better. But it has to be the right person behind it. It has to be the right person to step up and handle that, right? Somebody who can be trusted in the community. Somebody who has never put their hands on a child, has never pimped out a child, or put a child in position to be raped and all this other stuff. So yeah, we're not going to let that go down. But I also wanted to say, man, you know, I would like just to it would really be nice to have some people that he knows from Virginia reach out. I know people have been doing that. You know, they reached out to Real Life No Gimmicks and Tazo TV. But, you know, if anybody can get a hold of the young woman that he had violated, and the mother possibly, you know, that would go a long way to solidifying this here situation. You know what I'm saying? It would, he can't hide from that, right? He can't hide from them. He can try to deny, well, actually he's not trying to deny it. He can try to, you know, act like it was nothing. Oh, it was a non-violent charge, even though it was a tier 3. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Gusto? Even though it was a tier 3 sex offense, which is like one of the most violent, you know, it you can't just dismiss that, right? So, yeah. And if there are any women out there, grown women, young women, teenagers, whatever out there, let's see if we can put the word out. Like, look, there are real men out here, real men and women that want to protect children. So if someone like Mighty Mouse has done something to you, please reach out and let us know. I mean, so that we can get the word out there, so that we can help get this shut down. Because I'm gonna tell you something, child molesters, they don't just have one victim. Especially if you're 29, 28 years old and you're doing that, like, it's very unlikely that you're going to just have one victim. It's just a one-off. No, you're going to have, if you don't get caught, you're going to have multiple victims. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, anybody like, you know, Sarah Bonneville, Bree Perez that has been violated by Mighty Mouse, you know, maybe drugged or whatever the case may be. Reach out. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this movement going. You know, we'll listen. You know what I'm saying? We won't pass judgment. We'll take what you have to say to heart. You know, we'll take it seriously, and you know, we'll figure out what we can get done about it, because this has to be shut down, right? This has to be shut down. He has to be ostracized, you know, because we know the justice system. You know what they do. They don't really handle the business like that. You know, if they catch you with a vial of crack, you know, they'll put you away for 20 years. You know, in places like Georgia, they'll lock you up for 5 years for having a bag of marijuana, a little stupid shit like that. But really, with predators like that, they don't really. I mean, it has to be really egregious, right? Like this Paul Powell cat. He actually raped and murdered the little girls that he violated. So he got executed for that. But that doesn't, I mean, it shouldn't have to go that far, right? As soon as you violate a child in any form or fashion as a grown-ass man or woman, you know what I'm saying, in a sexual way, you know, in an abusive way, you know, you should not breathe air. You know what I'm saying? So, and you should not, we shouldn't, the taxpayer or the extortion payer, my bad, the extortion payers should not have to fund your housing. We shouldn't have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we funding these cretins? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be better if they're just, you know, if they're proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are that type of predator. If it's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, and it has to be beyond a shadow of a doubt, like it can't be any you know, discrepancies. It has to be solidly proven. Then they got to go, man. Like, you know, we don't need to waste more than a bullet on people like that. So in a fiction novel. So, you know, that's the type of shit we need to be on. That's the type of shit we need to be pushing. And that's the type of shit that we should demand from a justice system. If the justice system is going to use our money to do shit, I mean, we should really have a say in how people are punished, right? So nonviolent offenders, like, you know, people with drugs and drug dealers who, you know, we really shouldn't be wasting energy and money prosecuting those type of people unless they actually commit murder or commit crime or, you know, create a victim. So it's backwards, right? It's backwards. This dude created a victim of a child in many ways, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, probably. So, like, it's a no-brainer for me, you know. So it is what it is, you guys. I'm just letting you guys know that yeah, he probably should not try to set up any events in LA. This is not a threat, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I put the word out there to many OGs. You know, they're going to spread the word. I shared videos with them and information. They're going to put it out there, going to spread it far and wide. So you know, I don't know any Sureños. I know he likes to go to Orange County when he's out here and kick it with the Sureños. I don't know any Sureños. So if anybody, you know, any Sureños, got any word with them, maybe get them that information. I can't speak for anything Sureño. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We got to keep up that pressure. And why him, right? Why him when there's so many other predators out there? Well, he's the one who calls himself blowing up and benefiting and all this other stuff, benefiting essentially off of the pain of multiple victims, right? He's benefiting off of the pain of multiple victims. Like, let's face it, he even said that if it wasn't for those charges, if it wasn't for him looking like that and the tattoos and all that other stuff, he wouldn't have access to what he has access to in terms of the movement. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought he was hardcore because of the robberies and the abduction and all this other shit. They kind of, in a Virginia prison, they kind of overlooked or didn't know about the sexual charge. And so he had some type of clout and some type of shit like that, you know. But now we know, you know, yo, you're a child sex predator, and you should not be riding comfortable off of any wave, period. So that's where I'm at with it. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, we do got to find Bree Perez. Yeah, the cracks are sinking the ship for sure. Shouting at clouds. So Lady Maga is centrist, right? No, the pedophilia movement is on its way here. Yeah, no doubt, man. Times Brain TDOA, did you hit up? I did. They kept not answering the phone. It's like, it's weird. It's like going straight. So the dude Andrade, I guess the phone is connected to his cell phone, and it sent me to a text message like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't answer the phone right now. I sent him a text message. He never got back to me. I don't know, man. Mouse might have gave him my number and said, if this dude calls, block it. I don't know. Real life, no gimmicks. What's good? Prison bills, better criminals, not reform. Exactly. For the individual. Big Lance deleted the video of him backing Mouse. Yeah, kids, he getting that pressure too. Like, if you back a predator, you are like, come on. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Like, if you are backing, if you know that this is information, so that there's a lot of shit that adds up to him being super guilty, right? You got the lie about the age initially, right? When he put it out there when he was with Street Beefs. Then you have the paperwork coming out that shows that he was 29 years old, 30 years old. And then you have him responding in such an arrogant way with the lack of contrition, the lack of remorse, the lack of, she ran her mouth and all this other bullshit. There's so much that adds up to him being super guilty, right? And then you got him posting pictures on his community tab with pouring cereal in the midget's mouth, talking about you're the midget and all this. Like, it's just too much going on. Just like when you found out R. Kelly was a predator and then all of his songs have some Predator type nuance to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like some innuendos, uh, like Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which he wrote for Aaliyah. Just a lot of shit that just, because these people, man, they put that out there. They put that evidence out there. People just have to be smart enough to put it together. Yeah, you fake GD. Like, it's so much. Like, at some point, you had to be like, look, man, you a creep. And I gotta distance myself. Maybe that's what happened with Big Lance. Finally he decided, I don't want to be associated. We'll see, man. We'll see what Big Lance does. But yeah, dude, it's just I'm gonna stay on this. I'm gonna stay on this top. He's definitely not going to be good in LA. I made sure that it's at least with the black gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't speak for the Serranos, and I'm not speaking for the black gangs either, because I'm not a gang member. But like I said, I grew up around gang members. I got cousins who are gang members, shit like that. So my sister's blood. American Top Team. Y'all called American Top Team right before I did this live. There's so many American Top Team gyms in Florida. And so I just was like, man, I don't know which one to call. So I called one, and I told them about Mouse. And dude said, oh, he doesn't think he trains at that particular gym. But I gave him the information. He looked up Mighty Mouse, by the way, and saw something about, the Mighty Mouse situation. I was like, yeah, you might want to have your manager spread the word, put an email blast out there or something like that. Because he said he's going to try to train at your gym. So, and he thanked me for the information, man, and I got off the phone with him. So, yeah, it's just sometimes you got to put your best foot forward, man, and make sure shit happens, man. I called Andrade, like I said, nothing doing. I mean, I can't get through. Like, it just keeps basically sending me the voicemail. And then I also called the Foundry in South Carolina. I couldn't get a hold of a manager, wasn't a manager at the time, but I told the person working there about the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm doing the work. I'm trying to do the groundwork to make sure this dude is put on blast everywhere. Like, just to, oh man, the worst thing let me tell you the worst thing he could have did, aside from actually violating that little girl and violating the people that he violated, was getting into that retarded beef with Pino, inserting himself in that bullshit and going into the Hoover Hood, and then the name dropping Bamboo in terms of like going in the Hoover neighborhood. Like, Bamboo cannot give you a pass in the Hoover. Bamboo's from 90s and Hoover don't get along. So it's just crazy. And then saying that Pino checked in with the Serranos, like, Pino's not a Serrano. He's supposed to be a Hoover. So, like, inserting yourself in that bullshit was the worst thing you could have done, outside of, violating that child. And I'm actually looking at it. It's going back like a month that he was actually exposed. The first video I saw from when I'm looking into it, and I saw that Southpaw had done a video a month before talking about the charges. I'm like, man, why didn't I see this shit? So, it is what it is, man. You can't hide from it. It's always going to catch up to you. When I talked to one of my B-Dog homies, man, just before I got in the car to call what's that gym? America's Top Team. He was like, shit, man. He was like, really? He said, man, yeah, send me the videos, man. I'm gonna put that shit out there. So it's gonna happen. So, let's see. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, gave up them cheeks in prison. Hey, man, that shit's crazy. Definitely not welcoming black hoods after the tourist stunt. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Try Extreme Couture again, just because people think my call was staged. You know what? I'll do that later, because right now I'm actually doing my live from my phone, and I can't call from my tablet. So next time I'll do the video from the tablet and call. I know you showed the number. Man, I know. These people, man. Um, so yeah, Bamboo was tripping, man, and Bamboo was like, shit. So what happened was, I also sent the videos, certain videos to my boy that knows Bamboo, and I was telling him how Mouse had name dropped Bamboo on some Hoover shit, and he was like, what? He was like, that shit threw him for a loop, and he said, we blame you, talking about me, and I was like, yeah, man, I blame me too, man, just for like, he laughed and said, man, we blame y'all, or he said, we blame you. I was like, yeah, man, I know, I blame myself too, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great lesson learned for me, real shit, right? It's a real great lesson learned. She lives in Texas. She met him in a Houston event. Where did Sarah meet him? So, I mean, this is a horrible pattern, man. You know, if you have multiple people saying that you basically violated them in a certain way, you know, not really going to get too involved with that, because like no gimmick said, you know, he wants Mouse to have opportunity to tell his side of the story, but why? Now that I think about it, in real life, no gimmicks, why give Mouse that benefit of the doubt? You know, we know he's going to lie. He's going to lie, or he's going to downplay it. He's going to say some shit like, you know, man, we had some drinks, you know what I'm saying? She was all up on me, man. It ain't nothing, this, that, and the third. You know how he is. He's just arrogant. He's not going to, he's not, you know what I'm saying? Sarah did a Prison Talk interview with him and hung out with him too. Wow, that's crazy. So, like, you know, he doesn't really deserve the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he was given the benefit of the doubt ever since he talked that shit in street beefs. Yeah. So, I mean, ever since like we gave him the benefit of the doubt, somebody had brought it up and he explained it on street beefs, and we were like, okay, well, that's what it is. We you know, he had, you know, Scarface vouch for him and this, that, and the third. It's just too many lies will be the downfall, dude. Yeah, because he can't lie to everybody. This is the age of information, man. This is the information age. You cannot hide from shit like that. You cannot hide from it. It's going to follow you everywhere you go. It's a wrap, dude. Like, give it up. Give it up. Like, this is what I suggest. Hang your hat up, man. Pass the baton to somebody who's responsible. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just let them go with it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they're not a creep like you, because obviously they're rolling with you. You know what I'm saying? But pass the baton to somebody who's vettable, somebody who's, you know, a good, that has some credibility. But man, I don't know, man. You should probably just, I don't know what you're gonna do with your life. I don't know. Let Lisa work as a nurse and let her pay the bills. You know, that's what I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Vegas might be, you might feel like Vegas is a safe spot for you. It might be, but it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. So that's all I got for now, guys, man. I just wanted to put you guys up on game of the things that I'm doing to help shut this dude down. In LA, it's not gonna happen. And if I find out he's going to try to do an event in LA, I am going to see what can be done about that. Because especially at a park, man. If you want to go to the gym, whatever. If those people want to fuck with you at the gym, even if they know what you've been doing, that's not a gym I'm gonna fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, if he's going to a park or near a school or something like that, we definitely got to shut that shit down. So, yeah. Definitely not going to be able to go to Fox Hills Park anymore. Yeah, we can go, exactly. You get back in the truck, man. Get back in the truck. Stay low key. Stop violating people. Stop victimizing people, and you know, eventually you're gonna get your comeuppance. Yeah, Bakersfield event in June. I don't really know too many people in Bakersfield, but if there's a name of a gym that he's going to or a name of a park, you know, we could try to reach out and get that shut down too. But I don't think he's going to be at the Bakersfield event. He's not going to be at those events. Like he says, he's not going to be at any of the fight events until after his fight on the 25th of June, which is that's in question too. That's up in the air. Who knows if that's really going down? Brent the Black Bull says, "Handle your business, family. Just be careful because he is Aryan Brotherhood." Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Ellie 1978 was good. Or L. I ain't worried about that, man. I ain't worried about no Aryan Brotherhood, man. Like, I mean, if anybody, listen. All I know is I know which lake. Okay, I lost all my shit in during that boating accident, and I can go get it real quick. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, I ain't playing games with these people, man. If you want to come at me because you're protecting a predator, then you don't deserve whatever you try to do to me. I'm gonna try to do 10 times worse to you. It's not gonna be fair. Let's just say that. So it is what it is. And I received a threat or two from a couple of supporters. It's like, but they're stupid because YouTube is not going to post that. They're automatically going to delete the comment, even though I'm going to see it in my notifications. It's not going to be posted in the comment section. So he's not Aryan Brother. Oh yeah, that's right. BK. He ran to the GDs, and the GDs, he ain't good with the GDs either. That's right. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. If the Aryan Brotherhood out here, they're definitely not going to protect him. You know what I'm saying? They might do something. They might do the opposite, knowing what he has, knowing what he's done, knowing what's on his paperwork. Yeah, super fake threats. I ain't worried about that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off this, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. And if there are any more updates, I'm gonna let y'all know. And we're going to keep this going, man. We're going to keep it pushing. All right? Peace out. Much love, guys.